Okay, so today I want to try another app, specifically YouTube VR. So essentially what this does is, besides giving you access to just YouTube in general, it does have um, quite a few videos that are 360, meaning they record with a 360 camera. And when you watch these videos, you're not really watching it on a screen, you're basically watching it as if you're inside the video, as if you are living what's happening. Let's see what they have available. Now, because these are other people's videos, probably not going to watch too much of it. I think I'll just watch a few seconds and then so you get an idea, and then go to another one. Really, I just want to show another thing that you can use the Quest 2 for, besides actual gaming. So let's see what this video is.
Hi, and welcome to Saint-Tropez, a name which is synonymous for luxury yachts, celebrity visits, and designer boutiques. A place on the French Riviera where the classy, rich, and famous love to spend their holiday. It may surprise you that this world-famous place only has around 4,000 inhabitants and once was a humble fishing village. Saint-Tropez first became famous when the painter Paul Signac started painting the town and lured other artists.
Okay, let's kind of get ourselves acclimated here. So this is basically a virtual tour, and it's going to jump from one spot to another. But in this case, it's an actual video. It's not like Google Street View, which we have seen before, where it's still images. This is an actual video where you can stand up. Right now I'm sitting, but you can stand up and kind of just turn around and just see these things happening. So if I
like Matisse and Marquis there.
Minimize.
But Saint-Tropez really got world famous when the sensual film Dieu créa la femme with Brigitte Bardot was shot here. It focused on the luxury and class of the Riviera, and the influence of the film transformed the village into the legendary seaside resort it.
So basically you could take more tours, see more places, and just generally watch videos where you're actually in the middle of it. You feel like you're in the middle of it, so you have to pretty much turn around, look around, so you can get a good view of everything. And everything does seem three-dimensional and more realistic. However, if you try to walk towards any of these things, it's gonna move along with you, meaning you're never gonna be able to get closer to it, really. You're just going to see it from that fixed perspective. Let's see what else we have here. Unfortunately, I haven't actually set up an account with it. So anything that I've seen before is kind of, unless I wasn't able to save it. Let's go straight to 360-degree videos. I think this is the one I was seeing the last time. This one's kind of interesting.
People sometimes ask me why I'm solo backpacking, and the reason is simple. you don't know who you are until you spend enough time by yourself in a place that is completely out of your comfort zone. You can be whoever you want to be, try different sides of you out, and just experiment with yourself. And a lot of people think that solo backpacking can be like lonely, which it can be. It definitely can be. But at the same time, you're almost never alone. Mostly because it's so much easier to meet people when you are alone. Like when you travel with other people, you end up staying in their vicinity, hanging out with them, and it makes it sometimes harder to actually meet more people. But when you're traveling alone and you're just in a situation where, you know, you walk into a hostel and, you know, you don't know anybody, what usually ends up happening is someone either asks you a question or you ask someone else a question, something along the lines of, where are you from? Where are you going? Where have you been? And, you know, before you know it, you're kind of...
So this is a whole nother experience, really. Being able to see these types of videos that normally you would just see on a flat screen, and you know, it's just a video. It gives you a different perspective, I feel. Now, is it going to be for everyone? Probably not. Probably some people won't be able to really appreciate it as much, or maybe they just don't like the perspective. But it is something different. Let's see what else we can see before we go on to something else. Well, that's something I'd like to see. Okay. How that works out. Oh, okay. Let's a little too fast for my taste. It's not making me nauseated, which is good. I have heard that if you're not, or if you're susceptible to motion sickness, watching this type of video or experiencing this type of three-dimensional movement where you have no control over it, it can actually give you motion sickness. And what they usually tell you to do is to just kind of focus on one point. So far, I'm not feeling that. But I've also avoided a lot of these types of apps. They do have one that is actually a roller coaster game where you just ride roller coasters. I have not tried that because the last thing I want is to have that happen. I kind of want to work up to that and see. They do have different settings that you can use to kind of counteract that if you actually start to feel that. And then again, there are all kinds of different levels of experiences that you can have. Different apps, from very tame apps where you're just sitting down watching videos to more physically intensive or the types of games that you would have to participate more, I would say, and move around a bit. And pretty much, you know, you can find your balance. So it's not going to be something where, unless you really have a hard time seeing anything in the headset, this isn't really something that is going to be that's going to eliminate people from being able to participate and enjoy these different experiences. It is very varied, so you can find something to enjoy, even if you know, other things like this might be too much for you. Let's see if spending a little more time in this affects me. I'm trying to keep my head moving a lot to see if it can amplify the effect, but honestly, I'm not really feeling it. Else do we have here?
There's no halfway with this. We finish what we started.
Okay. Alright, what are we looking at here? Okay. Oh, that's kind of bright. Our sun is not actually yellow when you view it in space. It's actually more like that. It's, well, not even that, because that's blue. My understanding is when you see the sun from space, it's just white. Okay, I'm guessing this is a size comparison. There's not much behind us, though. Let's see what this is. Just trying to give a varied look at experiences you can have. This is nice.
Egypt has about 24 world-famous resorts. People come here for family vacation, parties, swimming, and diving. Today we're going to Marsa Alam. It's the best place in the country for snorkeling.
So we could probably spend all day watching all these types of different videos. Obviously, I'm not going to do that for you. But it does give you an idea of yet another type of experience you can have in VR that's not an actual game and is not just something as simple as having a screen in front of you when watching some kind of movie or TV. You can actually be in the middle of what you're watching as if you're experiencing it. Alright, let's go back home here. Now let's see what a non-360 video looks like. Movies, what's this? No, I'm not gonna do movies. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, fair enough. So non-360 videos will just show as a large screen in front of you. A very large screen. The resolution seems pretty good. Let me adjust that. Let's see. Looks like a big empty dome of some kind. Okay, so that is the app YouTube VR on the Quest 2. It's a free app. You can download it and watch, well, basically YouTube for free. I mean, like you would normally. And just like YouTube, they do have, or regular YouTube, they do have movies that you can rent. But the main thing is the 360 videos that you can only really truly enjoy while wearing this type of headset. Alright, let's exit here. Let's quit. And we're back in our home environment, which I've decided to go tropical because I'm getting tired of this winter cold. But that was YouTube VR, and I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it informative. If you did like this, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more, leave a comment, that's always great. And I hope to see you again. And until then, take care.